Shalom, family. It's good to see everybody here. I hope everybody is doing well. Boy, we got something to talk about, y'all. Hope you're ready for this one. I know you are. How you doing, True Royal?
I'm doing good, Lisa. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. I want to check. I'm on my channel. Can y'all hear me on my channel? Give me a number 17 if you can hear me. I see folks in here coming through. I just want to make sure the sound is good. And also, can y'all hear Lisa too as well? Okay, excellent. Excellent, my royal family. Excellent.
Okay. Well, it's good to see everybody here. We got plenty to talk about. we have,
Oh, yeah.
we have plenty to talk about. I'm going to tell y'all something a little funny. My son was playing video games with some of the people he went to school with, and one of them was a white kid. Well, they're grown men now, they're all grown. And he was asking, well, y'all keep saying that y'all been through systemic racism. I said, yeah, we have. Well, I just don't see how we did all of that to you. And I said, "Oh, it's time for me to school him." By the time I got done with this dude, he went totally silent. He went
Oh
totally,
Lord, you
totally
gave, you gave him a
silent.
you gave him a double dose.
I had to give it to him, y'all. I had to give it to.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't like when they come around us and act stupid.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I don't like.
Uh-huh.
So I think I settled it. He won't be coming back with that question ever again.
Yeah,
Let's
you
just
done messed,
put
you
it
done
that
messed
way.
up his whole day. He gonna be in
Mhm.
deep thought.
Yeah, because right now, especially we're in the time of Donald Trump, many of them are going to walk around with that, y'all had the same opportunity as we have. And they know darn well when they're sitting there telling you that's
Mm-hmm.
not even true. Many of them already know.
Lisa, I know before we get into this, I got some juicy news to tell y'all.
Okay, we going to listen.
You know I'm gonna make it juicy, my royal family. They say the Obamas is headed for divorce.
I would not be surprised.
I said,
I would
oh,
not be surprised.
juicy. I said, oh my goodness.
Michelle is an Israelite. Obama
Uh-huh.
is a Hamite. Come on,
There you
y'all.
go. Uh-huh.
Unevenly yoked there, unevenly yoked. So I'm not surprised.
Yeah, that
And
might be.
because look at how much they got. They're both millionaires in their own right. So
Mm-hmm.
technically, she could be on her own and be just fine.
Yeah, because she ain't been showing up to certain events.
Mhm. I don't
But I
blame
got
her though for not showing up for Donald Trump.
oh hell no.
You
I don't know
know,
how true it is.
it's a lot of those MAGA people be calling her a man and all that stuff, Michael and all, and she knows about that stuff. She ain't showing up for Donald Trump and no MAGA fools.
Yeah, ain't that crazy? That is
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
I
it
just
is
gave y'all a
crazy.
little bit of juicy news. I don't know how
Yeah.
true it is, but it popped up in my news feed that
Mhm.
there's
Well,
some rumors of divorce.
Michelle is a lawyer. Yes, she is. And they
Mm-hmm.
said, where she was strong. I was reading, before the Obamas took office,
Mm-hmm.
that Michelle is a powerful closer. Like if you want a case closed,
Mm-hmm.
girl knows how to get down with those closing arguments. They said she
Mm-hmm.
is unbelievable. And they used to always get her as soon as they wanted the law firm she was with. They
Mm-hmm.
said when they were ready to close a case, they got Michelle. They said nobody could put it down like Michelle.
Yeah, that comes natural. When we get in an argument with our man, we shuts it down.
Mm-hmm.
We
Mm-hmm.
sisters know what I'm talking about. We can
Mm.
shut it down.
They
And
call her they used to call her the closer. That's how good she was.
there you go, girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Woo,
So
wee.
she was good at when she was a lawyer, she
Mm-hmm.
was good at what she did.
Mm-hmm.
From what I was reading. She was
Mm-hmm.
good. She was damn good at what she did.
Yeah, yeah. So
So am I surprised? No. Oh, did you hear they made an announcement, y'all, that Trump's inauguration is going to be indoors.
Yes. I cracked up. I cracked up when you see that.
Do you see how the Heavenly Father is
working
everything?
That eliminates. I said that inauguration was going to be affected, and they blaming it on the weather.
And y'all remember, the sun is going to align with Pluto on the same day Trump is inaugurated.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be. It's already. I know everybody be talking about all that Project Blue Beam and all that other stuff. These people can't control no weather, y'all. You think they're gonna, if they could control the weather, you think they would mess with Donald Trump's inauguration? They wouldn't do that.
No, it would be a nice sunny day, and all. And he not gonna get them numbers that he looking for.
Man, that's what I'm looking for, right? If I go to a video and just see a smidgen of people, we going live, right?
We'll be on post.
If I look and only 20 people are standing out there, y'all, we going live. Y'all just gonna have to be ready for anything. Expect anything that day. Seriously.
Oh my Lord.
Because I'm telling you, if I get a look at that crowd, and it's only a teeny small crowd, y'all going live whether you like it or not. We going live. We going live, y'all.
Lisa, the live is happening, folks, because when they said inside, that affects a lot of people. Okay.
Yeah, y'all. That's right, Nisi. It's bigly.
Bigly. Bigly. Bigly. Yeah. No, the other word, tremendous. That's when he sounded educated. When I did my research on Trump, they said he has his speech is at a level of a fourth grader.
It is. It is. He just used certain words because he think it makes him look a certain way, and it really don't. Yeah, y'all be ready for anything. Oh, you talking about old crazy wheelchair Pope? Yeah, he opened portals and then fell on his ass, right? He fell on his ass, but he opened a portal, right? These people are a trip. So we are going to get y'all updated on, it's made True Royal. She is the go-to woman for California.
With we had the last live stream we had, like I said, I just wonder what the white Christian community was saying. Lo and behold, I'm like, oh, okay. So this is not God's judgment. That's their God. It's not judgment. And then when we had the live stream, me and Lisa simultaneously predicted mudslides. But I was thinking these mudslides were going to occur because, see, we haven't had any rain. Southern California, let me take that back. Haven't had any rain in 8 months. And I know that a lot of them that live up in the hills don't live on bedrock. And I said, boy, when it rained and the soil being compromised, also keep in mind that LA is a desert and you're not supposed to live in a desert. Everything is manufactured. They got a pipe in the water and all of that. Also, LA is very polluted. So when you think you're looking at clouds that you see up here in the Bay Area, because I live in Northern, you're really looking at pollution. So I get it's in my news feed, a pop-up, mudslides. I said, oh shit, I gotta send that to Lisa. I called Lisa early in the morning and stuff. I didn't know it was gonna come that fast. I was surprised. So that's all I gotta say at this point.
Okay. Hey, it's a lot going on. Yeah, see, the grounds are heavily saturated, y'all, from them turning them hoses on, the firefighters, and plus everything, because what they're bringing down by plane, that's that ocean water that they're using to put the flames out, and then the fire retardant. And I mean, the ground is so saturated it can't hold anything else. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's inevitable they're going to have those mudslides.
Yeah, yeah. And then so it's a lot of sand out there.
Mm-hmm.
So that soil is not like really solid soil. And all. And then I was telling Lisa about an author. She's passed on. Her name is Octavia Butler, and she wrote a book and predicted that this was going to happen in 2024. It is still 2024. Our new year is in March. The woman was spot on about this Black author, because she did a lot of sci-fi books. I don't know if anybody ever heard of Octavia Butler. But
I want to answer somebody when you're done.
okay, so y'all look her up. If I can, while we having this live stream, I will try to remember to put a link so y'all can look this woman up, and even if y'all are interested in getting her book and all too as well. So she grew up in Pasadena, and she was just observing the environment. And I often say, I listen to the universe, and you're listening to Yah, because he will give you the messages. You just gotta, we're all wired in different ways and stuff. So it's interesting that her prediction came true exactly when she said it was going to happen. So that was, I call that the divine hand at the end of the day.
Okay, now Wania, you said ocean water is salty and it will eat the soil and sand. Yes. But yes, that's true. But out of desperation, they used it because if you remember, in LA, they didn't have any water coming out of the hydrants, or the hydrants were completely gone. So what else are they going to turn to? And the place is burning down.
Yeah,
That's
they're
why
going to use, yeah.
that super soaker jet from Canada, where it scoops up ocean water and pours it down on the fire. They didn't have nothing else. That's why they turned to that.
It was desperate.
If you remember, they couldn't get water out of the hydrants.
Because there's been all kind of sabotage going on.
Yeah, it does kill the soil. But usually the soil will come back. It'll take several years, but the soil will eventually come back. That's true. But what you said is true.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what's going on. Oh, thank you for putting that up. The link to her book. It's called Parable of the Shro. Very unusual title. I gotta look up what Shro means. That's
sower.
Sower? I'm pronouncing that wrong.
So y'all, well, let me tell you. So now we were talking about Pastor Franklin.
Here we go, Lisa.
Yes, here we go. Here we go. Now, y'all remember he denied everything about this being judgment. He said it was not judgment. Pastor Franklin Graham said it was not judgment. According to them, they're never under judgment. You know, if you listen to them, you would never believe judgment has ever come their way. But now he's kind of walking it back, isn't he, True Royal?
Ain't that interesting?
He's walking back that it's not judgment. Now he's kind of leaning in. Yeah, it might be some judgment there. Okay. Yeah, it might be some. Okay.
Yeah, because people is questioning a lot of things.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
So, Pastor Do-Right. Pastor Doofus. Don't know what you're talking about. You know, he gonna ride on
is Billy Graham's son, not brother, son.
Yeah, they look so much alike.
Yeah, they do
Yeah.
look alike. But
And,
yeah, but Billy Graham was a lot more powerful than Franklin,
yes, he
you know.
was.
And Billy Graham had a worldwide audience. Franklin, he's just not as strong. He's a much weaker pastor.
Yeah. That's true.
He
hmm
just he don't have it like his
hmm
dad did.
No, no, he
A
don't.
lot of people did not know Billy Graham. He was one of the first white pastors to integrate his audience. For a long time, a lot of the churches were segregated, or if they had black people in their congregation, they had to sit, segregated. But he
hmm
ended that mess at a
Oh, okay.
time when it was unheard of for
hmm
anybody to do that. He
hmm
did, you
hmm
know. But like anything else, at the end of the day, he's
I mean,
still Esau.
I
He's
mean,
still Esau.
I done been to white churches. It is
Mhm.
so soulless and
It's
dry.
quiet. It's quiet. I got invited to one years ago. This is when I was still into Christianity.
Uh-huh.
I was like, God, y'all are too quiet up in here. Y'all too quiet.
Okay.
And so the pastor was preaching, and I was in the audience going, Amen, hallelujah. Man, I was the only one yelling in the church, right? When
Oh,
he was
Lisa.
the scripture. But at the end of the sermon, he said, It is so refreshing to hear somebody appreciate my sermons. He said, he looked at me and said, You can come back anytime you want. he told
hmm
he said, These people are too quiet.
Yeah,
And
they are, and they stiff up in there, and they
and I
have church. They
he
do
said
church
that
on
made him
time.
feel good. Yeah.
They do church on time.
I can't with their churches, y'all. I
Mm-mm.
knew early on I couldn't be in their churches.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that man was so happy I was in there, hallelujah, hallelujah, and amen in his sermon. He said, You can come back here anytime.
It made him. It made him. It's deep. It's like I've heard entertainers go overseas and perform a concert,
Mhm.
and in some countries like in China, they just you out there, you got to you hyping up the audience and everything, and they just sit there quiet.
Mhm.
And they say that's a weird kind of feeling because you just feel like you by yourself.
Well,
You know.
the woman I went with at that time, she
hmm
was white, and she said they were taught not just to be quiet and listen. She said that's the reason why they're so quiet, because they're taught whenever the pastor is speaking, just be quiet and listen.
Now they do
And I
they
said,
do
well,
that.
you wouldn't. I told her, I said, you wouldn't last in a black church. Ain't nobody quiet up in there.
Now
You
in the
wouldn't last
in,
in there.
in the Black Seventh-day Adventist church, they sit quiet. They're not allowed to shout out. You might the new when there's new people in there because they still doing it, but eventually they tell them, hey, you gotta, we don't want to hear all of that, and
Mm,
everybody just quiet and stiff as well. But the
yeah, but
overall black,
I couldn't do their churches every Sunday. It,
the
it
over,
would, it would just, yeah, I couldn't do it every Sunday. I don't even know how they do it.
yeah, but the overall black church, like I sometimes I go online and watch my uncle's church. Boy, they be in there kicking it up. I just go in there and peek just to see my family and stuff. And I'm like, I said, if only them people really know my family. I
Mhm.
just I just put it like this. My
I, Especially my mom's side of the family, they are always out the seats dancing all around with
mm,
the. Yeah, I mean,
mm,
I just got used to it over the years, but yeah, I mean, very animated people.
yeah, because my uncle's church, he has my cousin now running, and my cousin they Mexican half Mexican. And my cousin is limp wrist. I mean, sweeter than 10 pounds of sugar. And he running that church. I'm like,
Mhm.
look at that. I said, I
Yeah.
guess folks just gonna look away.
Well, the white church was the one that told their people during chattel slavery they weren't doing anything wrong to us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so they pretty much gave the nod on them treating us the way that they did. The
Mm-hmm.
pastors up in those churches, not to mention many of them attended and participated, the pastors, in the lynchings,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and the history with white pastors in this country is horrible.
It is. It
It
really
really
is.
is horrible.
Yeah.
And how do you come back from that? And and they said Sunday is still the most segregated day
Mm-hmm.
in America because you still got people going, white churches and black churches are still very segregated in this
Mm-hmm.
country to this very
You know,
day.
I'm glad that you mentioned that, Lisa, because one thing that really gets under my skin is when there's injustice that happens to us and they know that black folks is heated. So to calm us down, they always know what church to go to. Even if we don't go to church, they know that we will respect the church. And then what they'll do, they'll have maybe the mayor in there, and then they'll have the church surrounded by police. Then they're gonna tell you what you can and cannot say and all of that. And I said, we gotta stop showing up to them bitch sessions.
Well,
Don't
that and
show
not
up.
only that, what's wrong with the black church where you're inviting this? You shouldn't even have no services like that in any
Yeah.
church in this country.
And people are heated and they just figure that'll just calm black folks down. And I remember
Do you
one.
remember? Do you remember when Michael Bloomberg went to this black church? There's a video of it. And he told them people why he was never going to get rid of stop and frisk. He said this in front of a black congregation.
Yeah, I remember
And
that.
after
Yeah.
he got finished, he walked the hell out of there with his head held high.
Mm-hmm.
Some of y'all
And they,
might remember.
yeah,
And the pastor was sorry. The pastor,
mhm.
this black pastor, was
I
sorry.
remember that. I remember that.
When after he left, all of a sudden he got all vocal. I said, no, see, you should have stopped him when
Right
he
there.
was at that podium. That would have been the time to stop him and
Mm-hmm.
tell him. And you should have told him to leave at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Because
But
what he pretty much said, in my opinion, just a translation of it, was, yeah, stop and frisk is happening. Yep, it's happening to you more than anybody else, and you better deal with it because it ain't going away. That's pretty much what he said to this
mm-hmm.
black congregation.
Mm-hmm.
And that black pastor had no backbone
Yeah.
at all.
Mm-hmm.
Had no backbone.
I've seen enough online throughout the United States where the pastor will sit up there just froze. And my husband always say he didn't got paid off and stuff. And we got to stop showing up to that stuff because it's not productive to us. To me, when injustice happens to me or somebody do something foul to me, I'm coming for you. And it's wartime. It's
Well,
war
first of
with
all,
me.
politics don't belong in the church. Our
Mm-hmm.
Heavenly Father don't have anywhere in the scriptures where he cares about politicians and politics in the Gentile world. He doesn't
Mm-hmm.
even
Correct.
care about that.
Correct.
It should not be mixed in with who you serve. If I serve Yahweh, I don't. Why would I mix in politics in with that? That doesn't make
Mm-hmm.
sense. He doesn't even care about that.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Mm-mm-mm.
So,
Oh,
my
we
royal
got
family.
okay. Let's the mudslides. Now, do you know what location the mudslides happened in?
That's a good question. Let me go back and
Okay, while you're doing that,
mm-hmm.
there is a video here. Yeah, I'm going to show you this. So while you're looking that up, I'm going to show this aerial shot
Mm-hmm.
of where the fire left the place scorched. Okay. All right. Please give me a if you can see the screen. Please give me a 1 if you can see the screen. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. All right. Here we go.
Hmm. Okay, I found it.
Well, they ain't lying when they say this is up in the hills.
Let me see. I got to see what y'all looking at. I had to jump back over here. Wait a minute. Oh, damn, Lisa. Oh, Lord. That is awful.
Mm-hmm.
So far, as Lisa showing the pictures, my research, Pacific Palisades has been hit with mudslides.
Okay.
Uh-huh. And I'm gonna look to see if
And that
it's
would
any.
make sense. That's where the fire started,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That is deep.
So it's gonna be more mudslides to come when that
Oh,
rain
yeah,
do
it
hit.
would have to be. Yeah.
And they said in this article that I'm looking, they said mudslides can even happen without rain.
Mm-hmm. That's
Officials have
true.
warned that burned hillsides are in danger of giving away without rain.
Mm-hmm.
Charred landscapes with broken water mains and an influx of water from firefighting efforts destabilize hillsides.
Yeah. I mean, the fire would probably do enough damage right there.
It literally,
It weakens the land.
did you see that picture of that house that literally was split in half?
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm like, Lord have mercy. It survived the fire and the house got split in half.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean, it's deep. It is deep. But yeah, the mudslides, y'all, it's a double-edged sword. So
Mm-hmm.
you're getting the flames and now you're getting the mud, and this is all happening. Think about it. This is all happening simultaneously, y'all.
Simultaneously. That's the
You
part that's
know?
blowing. That's the part that's blowing my mind. That's the
Hmm.
part that's really blowing
And
my mind.
February is the wet season in this same
Mm-hmm.
area. So it is going to be massive mudslides. It is
Yeah.
inevitable.
Yeah. So when it do hit, you and they, like I said, ain't had no rain in 8 months in Southern California. Usually when it hits, it's extreme. Because
Uh huh.
I remember one time I went to, when my son was still in college, I went to go visit him in LA. It rained the entire time. It would not stop. It was like,
Wow.
I'm thirsty. You better take advantage of this. And I'm like, ooh, wee. It was pretty deep.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that happens. So, y'all, yeah. So, you got the rain, the fire, the wind. I mean, just look at all the elements they're up against.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I was telling True Royal a few days ago, I don't know if any of you have noticed, they're live streaming the fire. They're live
Yeah.
streaming it. And I noticed because I watched it for the first time Monday on live stream.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I was telling True Roy, those trees were blowing like crazy. You can tell the winds were high because you could see the firefighters spraying at the houses, and you just saw the trees just moving all over the place. The wind was just blowing so hard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Those
Mm-hmm.
winds are coming back. They kind of
Yes.
died down a bit, but they said they're coming back.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they are.
Yeah, it
I
looks
never
like it's been bombed, don't it? Like it's a war
don't.
zone.
Yeah, like
Hmm.
it's like in another country.
Yeah,
It's it's
sure
it's it's,
does.
it's, just, it's just amazing.
Hmm.
Um, like I said, they can see it from outer space. It's so bad.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
plus yeah, I would imagine they would because it's such a massive area that's
Mm-hmm.
burning. It's
Mm-hmm.
massive. And somebody was asking me about Diddy. Diddy lives in Holmesby Hills, and that area right now is part of LA, but it has not
Mm-hmm.
been hit. His mansion
Yeah.
is fine.
Yeah. Will Smith, they lost their home
Yeah. Yeah,
in the
because they
in the
live in that
fire.
same area with the Kardashians. That's where
Mm-hmm.
Will Smith lived. Yeah.
Yeah, because well, finding it, listening to our folks and what our folks is going through. I find a lot of stuff on Instagram. I was listening to Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg, um, a bank called him, and they said they wanted to donate money, and that Snoop said the people that he's dealing with, they're boots on the ground, so they can directly make sure that they get what they get. Because he said he know what time it is. He's not gonna blindly just set up something and then people. It's just like a free for all. Because that's the
Right.
thing that I keep talking about. You get all caught up in your emotions and you want to do something. You might even have family down there. Just help your individual family.
Right.
That's helping someone. You can't help the
Mhm.
masses. You can only do what you can do at the end of the
Right.
day.
Oh no,
Hmm.
the fire is still going strong, y'all. It is
Yeah.
not out. You just saw an aerial shot of where it's not burning now, but that fire is still going strong.
Hmm.
You know, it is. And there
Ain't
are a
nothing.
lot of people that are petrified in that area that's afraid their homes didn't burn yet and they are scared it will. And I was telling her, Altadena, um, Meghan Markle went there, to pass out food and talk to the people. After Megan went there and brought attention to that place, y'all know they raised so much money for the black family, so much money. They had to tell people to stop sending money. And I said, you know what? You can think whatever you want about Meghan Markle, but I have to give her credit when she, spoke up about the
Hmm.
fundraiser and everything over there. I give her a lot of credit.
Hmm.
There's not a lot of celebrities that would have done that, and you don't even see them doing it. But she
No.
did.
Oh yeah. We're gonna see the great divide. They stuff
Mhm.
gonna get slapped up real quick and stuff. And did some of y'all see what Joe
Yeah, they
Biden
gonna
is
steal that
offering?
Altadena property, True
Hmm.
Oil. They gonna
I
steal
know.
that because that's some beautiful real estate over there.
Yes, it
They
is.
gonna steal
Uh,
that. You watch
mhm.
these white folk gonna steal that mess.
um, what I was saying is, um, man, I lost my train of thought. It'll come back.
Hmm.
It'll come back.
But
Mhm.
y'all, yeah, I mean, I give her credit. She at least did that much, and those people really made a killing on fundraiser. I just hope that money, reaches the people that really need it.
Mhm.
I really do.
Mhm.
I really do. It's a
Mhm.
shame that that area got burnt down. Though, that was the area where there were a lot of melanated people right by the Palisades that lived over there.
Yeah, that's what I've been listening to. Just listening to different people talk in the community, and they have relatives that all live up and down the street or around the corner, and they just been wiped out, just wiped
Mhm,
out. And
mhm.
because they want to keep putting a spotlight on the celebrities and stuff. And there's, everyday folk that has been directly affected by this. I mean, I seen them have to evacuate a rest home. I seen a bunch
Yeah,
of people out there pushing folks in wheelchairs and gurneys and all kind of stuff.
yeah,
Um, people
yeah.
people get affected.
They sure do. They sure do.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all, one lady, she was a single mom with a 12-year-old girl over there in Altadena, and they lost their house.
Mm-hmm.
And so she relocated with some relatives, and those relatives lost their house. I was like, boy,
Mm-hmm.
ooh, I tell you what, when the Most High wants a certain location gone, it's going to be gone. You see how
Mm-hmm.
they tried to bring back paradise? and it got burnt again.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
he
right.
say you ain't rebuilding, just like it says in the Bible, they'll try to rebuild their cities, and he
Mm-hmm.
will take it all the way back down.
Yeah, remember what Farrakhan said, watch the weather, you know. Um, so they are not out the woods at all. I know for sure, like I said, when that rain really do hit, we're gonna see stuff that just it's gonna be major.
Yeah.
So
Well,
you know.
celebrities usually have more than one home anyway. It's not
Mm-hmm,
unusual for them to have homes in different areas. They usually do.
mm-hmm.
So trust me, Will Smith, they probably got somewhere to go. I doubt if that was their only home. But one thing I did notice about that Palisades,
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of them older celebrities, like the James Woods
Mm-hmm.
and it was a couple of them, Tom Hanks,
Mm-hmm.
Steven Spielberg. I noticed they were
Well,
all celebrities.
they have in California, in Southern California, old Hollywood. They have two areas, a old and a new Hollywood.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And
I just noticed the age. They were kind of older white celebrities that lost their homes.
oh, thank you for the reminder. Um, what I was saying about Joe Biden, did anybody see what he was going to offer as far as cash aid?
Yeah.
About somewhere about $700.
Yeah, y'all remember they offered around that same amount to them folks in North Carolina.
700. What the hell is seven
Shut down
hundred dollars gonna do?
ain't gonna do a thing. That's why
Yeah,
their asses are living outside to this very day, and they ain't gonna do
mhm.
nothing.
Yeah, like that, like $700. I mean, shoot. I said to my husband this morning, that eggs is gonna be on the black market. It's gonna be like buying crack.
Wait, look, Trump said those tariffs are going into effect on day one. So,
Mm,
y'all, I'm just telling you to brace yourself because everything is
mm-hmm.
going up and it's going to be an immediate jump all around the country in prices on virtually everything.
With that, okay, $770. I can spend that and never leave the damn house.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ain't that the truth?
Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And he's sending 500 million before he leaves to the
Mm-hmm.
Ukraine. He's doing this before he leaves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's
But
just
we can't get
despicable.
reparations though. We there's no money for reparations, but there's all the money in the world for Ukraine.
Yeah, you know what? They're gonna make them pay some kind of way. They're gonna make them pay some kind of way. And yeah, y'all right. You can't
Oh
even
yeah,
pay
yeah.
the rent.
Trump is going to shut down all that money going to Ukraine. Because he's down with Putin. He ain't letting all that money go to
Mhm.
Ukraine. You watch that money either going to get cut in half or it's going to eventually just disappear
Mhm.
altogether, and they're not getting a dime.
Yeah.
They shouldn't get nothing as far as I'm concerned anyway. They've been getting something for what, the last 3 years?
Mhm.
Consistently all the time?
And you know what his excuse was that pissed me off? Um, was the other countries is gonna kick in and this country would recover some of that money back. That ain't that's
No,
a damn
no,
lie.
no. Zelensky is a scoundrel. You ain't getting not one dime back.
Mm-mm.
You ain't getting everything that's being given to that man. You ain't gonna never see it again.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm. And they said Biden don't know how to say no. No, he know how to say no because he
He knows
said
how
no
to say
to
no to
us.
our reparations.
Yeah, he said no to us. He
he,
talk
he,
real greasy there.
he had to form them non-existent lips to say no to us.
Mm-hmm. Like you told me, Lisa. He don't like when black folks ask anything of him. He
Mm-hmm.
he gets some bass in his voice. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, y'all just keep your eye on Donald Trump's presidency. It's going to be way different than when he was in office the first time. Remember, we got Pluto in Aquarius, and it's going to be in Aquarius the entire time he's in office for the next 4 years and beyond. Now, can you imagine now that Pluto is in Aquarius? Can you imagine what the retrogrades are going to be like? I mean,
it's going to be off the hook.
It's going to be crazy, y'all. Just get ready for the ride.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So it's going to be more destruction to come. It ain't even raining yet, and they having mudslides. So it's a lot that's going to be popping off in LA. And my aunt was telling me, because
did you hear about this? There was a Southwest airline pilot that got arrested for DUI.
Get out of here.
I said, how the hell are you going to fly a plane intoxicated? I said, but you know
what? I think that ain't the first time I've heard of a pilot.
That's why they use autopilot. Yeah, that's why they use autopilot, because I think a lot of them be high and drunk anyway.
Yeah, because you remember years ago, I think it was like in the early 90s, they was finding out the pilots was getting towed up, the air traffic control was getting tore up, and a lot of them got fired. It was like a mass firing.
Do you also remember when, I think it was 60 Minutes? It was one of those news shows that came out like in the evening. There were doctors strung out on cocaine during doing surgeries, and I think this came out like around either the 80s or 90s.
I tell you something, you saying something deeply. So I remember watching a documentary, and the anesthesiologist would administer the anesthesia, but she would leave just a little bit for herself, and she would turn that needle and stick it in her stomach. She would lit all day. So surgery after surgery, she ain't giving you all that anesthesia. She getting her little taste too.
Wow.
And all. I said, when I seen her stick that in her stomach, I said, damn.
There was a story I did back when I was doing all the opioid stories. There was an emergency doctor up there in Canada that was stealing the opioids that was supposed to go to the patients, and he was taking them.
And he was towed back. That's like when they was talking about that propofol, and they just wanted to label it with on Michael Jackson. It was many doctors that have been stealing that propofol and using it, and everything. They want to put it, they always want to put something on us. They the ones. And I can ask some folks, because I know, y'all know my story. I live in chronic pain, and I'm over there listening to Lisa's channel when she first started. And I said, how in the hell somebody get 500 pills a month? Ain't nobody ever gave me no damn 500 pills a month.
You weren't white enough.
Oh, my high yellow ass wasn't white enough, huh?
No, you were white enough. I probably would have got 1,000 pills.
Oh Lord, I was shocked. You don't need that many damn pills a month.
But that's how they would give it to each other. That's why they said the doctors are the ones that caused the epidemic.
They the one that caused this stuff. They didn't believe I was in pain for years. They thought I was making it up. And I went to a specialist, and he said, how the hell are you walking around like this?
You stop making yourself up and making yourself look good and smell good before you leave the house, it might take you seriously.
Come in there ashy looking and dried up looking.
Enough, right?
I gotta come in there looking good, Lisa. I can't do that.
They were like, this woman is way too put together. She ain't in pain.
Yeah, I don't look like I'm in pain, but I live in damn pain. And it's different levels of it, but I don't look like how I feel, and I'm not coming in. No.
You
I'm
know,
not doing that.
they use that we got a high tolerance for pain just to, use the excuse that we get less pain medicine and they get more pain medicine. It's BS.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
stuff they're taught in medical school, by the way.
Yes, they do. And they have even surveyed them. And they said about our skin being thicker and that we can tolerate pain more.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you got
Yeah.
to keep searching for a doctor. I ain't going to say your name because I experienced that they did not believe I was in pain. Go to
Mm-hmm.
a pain specialist that really give out pain pills. There are people that really do live in pain.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And what's going on now, because they doing the extreme all through the United States, white folks is out here pissed about their pain pills. When they get cut off from their stuff, we don't have to do nothing. Watch how
Well,
that change over time.
Well, a lot of the stuff that's happening to y'all is due to their own racism. And see,
Mm-hmm.
they thought things weren't going to come back up on them. That's why I'm showing y'all the video of them crying, I can't buy food. I can't do this. I don't have the money. We got two incomes and we still can't make it. Well,
Mm-hmm.
if you would have made this a fair and balanced society,
Mm-hmm.
you would still be enjoying your life, but you wanted everything for you and nothing for us. And
Mm-hmm.
now things have changed, and that same society you were sabotaging us in, now you're having a hard time making it.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're finding out you really weren't, they really don't care about you either. I never thought I would see the day where I would hear white people on video saying they can't get a job.
Mm-hmm.
They can't get a job. But you know how long they shut us out of jobs just so they could get all the, the good jobs? They did it forever. Now the tables have turned and they're unemployed for 4, 5, 6, 7 months.
Mm-hmm.
When that happened to us, they didn't care. They
Mm-mm.
didn't care. They would tell you you weren't trying hard enough. But now look at what's happening to them.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, the system been rigged in their favor, and this is the side effects. See, now we looking at where the side effects is bleeding through, and
Yeah.
they can't stop it.
Now I got another one I'm going to show you where they're all on there saying they lost their jobs. They were fired. And just listen to what they are saying. Fired from their jobs. Some of them are on there crying. Some of them are close to crying, but they don't cry. But I'm going to be showing y'all that at 6 o'clock.
Oh, that's gonna be juicy. I gotta
Mhm.
have my popcorn ready for that. Wait a
Oh,
minute, y'all gotta get
True Royal, I remember a time, even when they were doing a lousy job, they wouldn't fire them because they would say, oh, well, they got a family and they
yeah.
need money.
I done
They
heard
would
that
come up
shit.
with all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, they don't care no more. They'll
Mm-mm.
throw them out of a job like it's nothing now.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care. And I
Mm-hmm.
said, now see, you were looking down at us. Now, those same people you were relying on to keep you propped up, they're
Mm-hmm.
now kicking you to the curb.
Mm-hmm.
You
Because
see,
they
they
trade.
don't have the value that they thought they had. No, not anymore. The tables have turned.
Oh, thank you for the popcorn. Um, but I gotta have my grape juice with some
Mm-hmm.
lemon in it and plenty ice. We're gonna be over there
Mm-hmm.
with Lisa's watching that. That's gonna be some. Oh, that's gonna be juicy. I can't wait for that.
Ate up all my cherries, True Royal,
Lisa,
but
you was right.
I bought these
Lisa,
big
then you
strawberries that I got in my fridge, and I'm gonna tear them things up.
that's torture. Oh, that's torture. I didn't send you sweet pictures of my grandbabies and stuff to soften your heart. I told y'all she fine. Wait a minute. A video gonna be coming. It's gonna be coming. Oh my god, it's bad. She gonna expect it when she least suspect. That's torture. Torture.
Y'all, all winter long, I've been sending True Royal pictures of cherries.
Damn. I said she wrong. Oh my goodness! And
Because
she don't
we
stop
get them
that.
year round. We get them year round in New Jersey now. So when the winter, I lay low in the fall, you know, and then when winter comes, we in the dead of winter, I'm sending her pictures of cherry.
Oh Lord!
Oh
I
man.
said, "Oh no, she didn't." I mean, it was dark. I was looking at them. I could just taste them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm-mm.
Y'all, I don't have no popcorn in my house. The last time I had popcorn in my house was spring. I didn't buy any more.
Okay.
So I don't right now I have no popcorn in my house at all.
My husband eat popcorn all the time. He like to make it. He don't like no microwave popcorn. He do it the old
Mhm.
fashioned way.
My mom did it like that too. She did it the same way. She did not get the bags and put them in the microwave. She got the pot out
Hmm.
and she made her popcorn.
That's what he do. He do the same thing because I have my mom's all her old pots and pans, and she got and
Mhm.
one of the pots is real deep and it's perfect for popcorn.
Yeah.
Perfect
Yeah.
for it. Hmm.
Mhm. Some people are like that, you know. You just get that Jolly Time
Hmm.
popcorn. Yeah.
Hmm. Oh, let me give y'all some breaking news that I'm watching. Ex-mayor of Oakland, Oakland's ex-mayor faced criminal charges. She's been indicted today. Ooh,
What?
ooh, Lisa, I'm talking about me and my husband was on the edge of our seat this morning watching that press conference. The FBI got involved, and let me tell you what she did. She fired the police chief, which was a black guy. Now she'd been dating a black guy.
Is this Karen Bass or another
Uh-uh.
mayor?
No, this is an Asian chick.
Oh, I remember that mayor.
Yes,
Oh my
yeah.
goodness, I remember her.
She got indicted today.
Oh,
And
smack.
what happened was um she put her black boyfriend on the payroll, but he never showed up to work. Then
She
some
got a dose.
Asians.
She got a dose of that black magic stick, y'all.
Yeah, she did. She got the magic stick. She was hooked.
She was like, "Oh man, this is so good. I got to put you on the payroll."
He didn't have to do nothing. He didn't have to do nothing. Just take care of her. And he never showed up. So he turned himself in early this morning. And
Wow.
it was 4 people indicted. And what she did is she gave a contract to an Asian company to deal with like recycling, and they exclusively got that contract. These dummies is texting each other because she was what they did is they funded her campaign, and then she
Oh, okay.
she in turn she sent the money back to them when she got in office. She claimed she ain't did nothing wrong. They making that all up. They raided her house up in
Wow.
the Oakland Hills. I mean, it is epic and juicy. I like stuff like that and stuff. And I don't know what that dude said. Well, she don't look like nothing, but you know, he was on the payroll. So I guess the brother, you know, that's all I can say.
He must have been really getting it in because she put him on the payroll and he didn't even have to show up for work.
No, all he had to do was just collect that check.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. What you said? That's the perk.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. I'm just reading what people are saying.
You know, Beyonce's song Sugar Mama. She says, "Oh, it was so good. I have to buy him an outfit." She was like, "Oh, that was so good. I got to put him on payroll."
Wait a minute. I heard what was that? I went and seen this comedian. She's related to an actress. Her name will come to me. Oh, she said it was so good that she gave him a credit card.
Well, damn. Oh man.
Oh, that sister was saying some stuff. I was sliding down the chair. That shit was so funny because she wasn't lying. Oh my Lord. Oh, I can't think of that sister offhand. But
I tell you what, yeah, he must have been something, because usually it's not real common for a lot of them Asian women to be with black men. A lot
yeah,
of
and they
times they're
said
with white
long.
men.
They kept saying romantic partner. That's what they kept saying on the press conference.
Wow.
Romantic partner, you know. And when I seen him, he didn't look like he was all that. Both of them looked like a Mutt and Jeff couple, but I didn't see what was going on.
Oh man. Oh.
But homegirl got hooked. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, and check this out. Now the Asian community in Oakland is hollering racism, because also what she did was she was booting people out of their positions and hiring Asians to put them in different positions. And now
Oh,
they holler. Now, okay, so y'all get a nigga moment, and now you hollering racism. I thought it wasn't no racism.
right. Well, they've been getting a lot of them. You know, them Asian students can't get into college like they used to. So
all that shit backfired.
wow.
Mm-hmm.
So she was kicking people out and putting
and everything is a lie.
Why didn't you get rid of Nori Gonzalez ass?
And
she
they
should
said
have her out for an Asian.
And they saying that prison time, it's gonna be pretty stiff. They was talking about these people are facing up to 20 years in prison behind this.
Wow.
Yeah, I heard about. Yeah, I know about the Ballery plant. The fire is out now, and all, and that's actually 130 miles from San Francisco.
Wow. Well, True Royal, we are about to get into the deep, deep, deep freeze on Monday. I think Monday and Tuesday is going to be 17 degrees during the day, 6 degrees at night.
I can't imagine weather like that. I don't even.
The next day is going to be similar. I think it's 18 degrees during the day, 7 degrees at night. I was like, oh man, when is this polar vortex? Don't seem like it's ever going to end.
Folks, I got something to tell y'all. A volcano erupted in Hawaii. Damn.
You know, I did hear about that. Wasn't there? Now, the only thing missing from California is the earthquake.
No, Lisa. When those fires started, we've been feeling a bunch of tremors. Oh, a bunch of them.
Oh, okay.
That's been going on, but right now it is popping in oh, that's an ugly Asian. Oh Lord.
2 degrees, Pandora crew. You're in 2 degrees. What state are you in?
Where is
2
that at?
degrees? Oh man, that's crazy.
I ain't never been in weather that cold, and we complain when it get down to the 40s.
Oh
yeah, a lithium battery plant fire.
Yeah,
boy, it's a lot going. Oh, this is what popped up. I know y'all know about what happened with President Elon and launching them rockets.
Oh yeah, I took deep pleasure in that. Y'all know he sent one of those SpaceX rockets launching yesterday. He launched one of those SpaceX, and you know that sucker blew up. Remember, he's on SpaceX to, where people can ride to the moon, pay to ride to the moon.
People better not do that.
People blew up yesterday. It blew up.
People better not do that shit. You're gonna pay $1 million, go up there, just touch a little bit up in the sky. That shit gonna blow up.
Mm-hmm.
That's a warning. Remember,
trust anything Elon Musk got out there.
Remember, like when that wealthy man and his son got in that submarine and went way down there, and they couldn't come back up.
They didn't come back. And you know what the funny part about that, y'all? They said his son didn't even want to go. He had to talk his son into going down in that submarine. He didn't even want to go.
I mean, they went into their own coffin. Ain't that crazy?
They sure did. They sure did.
Lord, I
remember that. That said, that poor kid, he was only a teenager, but he told his father, they said that like the day before, he told his dad he didn't want to go. and his father insisted that he go, and they both ended up dying.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. So it's somebody, some wealthy person gonna take up it, gonna go up there on one of them rockets, and they ass gonna blow up.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, they said what happened was 8 minutes into the launch, the
Mm-hmm.
engine stopped working. They just stopped while they were mid-air. That's
Mm-hmm.
what happened. And that was it. The rocket after that, it went reverse back and exploded. But
Ooh.
that's what happened. They said the engine stopped working. And yesterday they were saying they don't understand why the engines midway just stopped working.
Mm-mm-mm.
I said, I know why. The Most High. He don't want you up there, and you ain't
Mm-hmm.
going up there.
Mm-hmm. Who that girl is not attractive at all.
But the Asian,
Oh, she looked like a monkey.
yeah, I saw a picture of her like a couple of years ago when she was
Mm-hmm.
still there. I saw her then. Isn't she kind of chubby?
Yeah, she kind of chubby. She ain't shaped the best. I don't know what that brother seen. But they said they've been in a long relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, she made some promises and she kept her promises. Put him on the payroll. You
Uh-huh.
know, while she roll out the bed, he would just turn over and go back to sleep and get paid
Mm-hmm.
and get a direct deposit.
Wow.
Some of these comments are funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It must be nice to get put on a payroll and you don't do any actual work. Well, Kamala sure know what that's all about.
Oh, shoot, she was put on the payroll twice and didn't
Yes,
have to show up.
under downtown Willie Brown.
Yeah, Campbell puts in that work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what Campbell be doing to them dudes.
Well, I guess it was the thrill. Plus, she was much younger than him.
I know. And Willie Brown still married.
Mm-hmm. Same woman.
And she when she see Willie Brown, um, she runs from him, acting like she don't know him.
Mm-hmm.
She act all funny style. Oh, come on. You didn't care at first. You was strutting through there with
Mm-hmm.
that old tired old man. She's something
Yeah.
else. Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. Wow. Yeah, that's a trip. Yeah, I know. Joe Biden gave his farewell speech. I didn't even watch it, y'all. I said, I
Uh-uh.
already listened to that incoherent man long enough. I don't need to listen to him again.
When he gave his speech, he was sitting on a pillow. He was sitting on one of those type of pillows when you have hemorrhoids
Uh-huh.
to cushion his ass. I was cracking up. I didn't listen to it either, but when I seen that picture of him sitting on that pillow, I said, Biden got
Well,
hemorrhoids.
I mean, look, they got presidents got problems. Donald Trump is going to give his speech in a diaper.
In a diaper, that's right.
He's going to have a diaper on when he gives his speech.
Oh, you said, hey, True Royal, watch the Asian mayor said he was working from home.
Uh-huh.
Yes, he sure was working from home. He
Yeah,
never.
he sure was.
She had to show up to work. He didn't have to. Oh my goodness, that is funny to me. She needs to shut up. She really
So
needs to stop talking.
Donald Trump will be giving his speech, his inauguration speech, in a depend. So
Uh-huh.
he smells putrid colon. Yeah, I would never want to stand next to Donald Trump. Plus, Donald Trump don't have no shame. He'd be farting all out open.
Yeah, with the way he out there
Farting all
breaking
out
in.
open, smelling up the whole courtroom.
I know Trump is disgusting, Lisa.
No, but that funny video is when Dianne Feinstein was.
She got the deep one. Oh, that was funny.
Oh, that woman was making she was turning her face all kinds of ways.
Mm-hmm.
Smelling that mess.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. You said he was doing Zoom business with pajama pants and slippers on. Homeboy never showed up to work. He was putting in work in the bed. Okay,
Yeah,
we all grown up in this bitch. All right. His job was to take care of Susie Cream Cheese.
Well, that's
And that
really
was
what he told the police. He did his work from the bed every day. He was dedicated. He
And
was dedicated.
She went out there and surged it on with a happy face, and he just turned over and went to sleep.
Yes. That's all. I mean, he did what he was told to do. Stay out of the office and just stay home and do your work.
He said, okay, check the sky for chariots. Are we looking?
Oh, well, they're still flying. Objects are still, I mean, I know it hasn't been in the news because of California, but those objects are still all over the skies here in New Jersey. That has not changed. It's just not in the news like it was before, but it's still going on.
I've never seen a chariot. Well, I seen I would say put with it, because you got the mothership, and then from the mothership, you got the little baby ships. I seen one of those, and I felt the mothership over me, and it'll talk to you. I know what I'm saying sound crazy. That joker will talk to you and tell you some stuff. I'll just leave it right there. I mean, and the presence is heavy.
Oh my God. What was her name? Justine Bateman. She came out to criticize Meghan Markle. I want y'all to see what she looked like. Y'all remember the actor
Lisa?
Bateman?
I seen it, and they dragged her.
She looked like Willie Nelson now.
And they said even her own was out there dragging her tail. They was dragging her so bad. I said, ain't nobody about to have her on no TV show or anything. She looked like she had on a pair of nasty jeans.
Y'all, she looked like Willie Nelson.
She did.
That's the best I can describe it.
All shriveled up, dried up looking. She just a hater.
She definitely aged like a white woman.
She ain't nothing but a hater. And when I was reading the comments, I could tell it was white folks saying stuff. They just basically just told her to shut the hell up.
Yeah, they sure did, because she looks bad.
Yeah,
she looks bad, y'all.
She aged really super fast. She get. I mean, wow.
Let me see if I can share. Let me see if I can share the screen on this one.
Boy, wait till y'all see this.
Let's see if I can get this open. And I was like, wow, you don't even look like yourself anymore. She looks so old.
No, I had to go back and look yesterday of a picture when she was young. I said, damn, the girl, what happened?
Yeah.
I mean, really?
Now, I don't know. Let me see if I can zoom in on this picture, and then I'll share it.
Okay.
But y'all, they are laughing at her and calling her Willie Nelson, because she must look like Willie Nelson now. All right, let me share the screen. Let's see here. Here she is. They say she looked like Willie Nelson now. She really does look terrible. She really does look bad.
Oh, Lisa. Lord, that's even worse.
That's her.
Oh, girl.
Justine Bateman. I remember her back when she was, a lot younger. This is her now.
That don't even look like the same person.
No, and y'all, they're calling her Willie Nelson. She looks like Willie Nelson. They're calling her Willie Nelson. Yeah, she's 57 years old. 57.
Ain't no damn moisturizer gonna help that.
No.
All right.
They can put makeup.
They could put makeup on her and the ugly bleed through that makeup.
Mm-hmm. No. You cannot moisturize that back
Oh, girl.
to youthfulness.
She knows she look hard. Oh, Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
I
mm,
ain't
mm.
seen her crop up in a movie. I ain't seen her in nothing in ages. I can't. What was the last show she was on?
Shit, I don't know.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, she do look like she dyed her hair, and all. But she just mad because when she look in that mirror, she Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm-mm.
A Mallory. Yeah, she was Mallory on what was it? What was that show?
I forget the name of that show.
But I know what and Michael J. Fox, forget it, because
Oh
she
Lord,
wrote
he looks.
Family Ties. Oh man, he just looks awful.
Oh, he looks so bad.
Yeah, he does.
You wouldn't even recognize him. Plus, with his with his health issues and all that.
Mhm.
He has aged horribly.
He sure did. Yeah, I think Joe Biden recently gave him that Medal of Freedom, and he was there, and oh man, he looks horrible.
Yeah, he can't. Yeah.
This poor thing.
Mm-hmm. What you said? All that nose candy, and partying. That'll take a toll on you too. And she was sucking on
Yeah.
some alcohol and it looked like she smoked cigarettes real hard.
Wow.
Oh, and she got the nerves to criticize somebody. Take your sorry ass back in the house. So that's the most recognition you get, and your own people drug you.
Yeah, she she looks bad. I was like, wow. That's just a reminder. Everybody don't age well. She sure didn't.
You said her name is Jawbone. That Botox ain't gonna work. Yeah, make the face as hard as cement.
Yeah, I saw what you said, Roomy scallywag. I used to hear that when I was growing up, and we would go down Southwestern. I would hear that a lot. So
My
that
mother used to.
woman over there is a scallywag.
My mother used to say that, Lisa. Scallywag.
Yeah, my mom did too. My mom said it too.
She wore that out. Scallywag.
That comes out of the South.
And another word she would use. She seen an overweight woman. She called them a rotunda. Oh, she had names for everybody. Oh Lord, I would just be in tears. Some of the stuff my mother would say. But the one that really made me laugh is my grandmother. My mother's mother. Grandma had no filter. You couldn't take grandma nowhere. She say what was on her mind. She would say whatever's on her mind. We would be cracking up, and grandma wouldn't be laughing. I don't know if anybody had one of them type of grandmothers. You better watch it. And then don't let my grandmother start drinking. My grandmother tried to run down an Asian woman in a car. She hit that Asian's briefcase, and it flew up in the air. I'll never forget that. I said, "Oh Lord, Grandma, oh, we're gonna get in trouble." Grandma didn't give a damn. She would use words.
I heard that, but what is a scallywag? You never heard Charles?
We never heard of a
scallywag. I'm surprised you have never even. Even people that's not from the South always used to hear that.
Yeah, that was something we would hear all the time, scallywag. But my grandmother, she would use words like, "Oh, go over there and get that doohickey." That that doohickey. I'm like, "What, Grandma? You know what the hell it is? Get that damn doohickey over there." I'm like, be picking up all kind of shit. She would get mad at you. A doohickey. That was her favorite word, doohickey.
Right. You know what? If somebody is acting funny or mischievous, or they're sneaky, they would be called a scallywag. you know, or somebody trying to do something underhanded to another person.
Mm-hmm.
That's a scallywag.
You said grandma would say, call the cops. I'm waiting here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting right here.
You know, even when I was a kid, I don't remember my parents, you know, always talking about calling the cops. We just didn't do that.
No,
Now,
we sure didn't.
one time my dad did call because someone broke in our neighbor's house.
Mm-hmm.
And my father said to them on the phone, if you don't turn them loud sirens on and you just pull up, you will catch them. Guess what they did?
They came
They
with the sirens on.
came with the sirens blaring.
So
And by the
stupid.
time they pulled up, they had ran right out the back.
That's like Amari called the cops. I've only ever known him to do it once in this neighborhood. This big white boy was just randomly going through people's backyards and trying to get in people's house. And they asking all these questions. He said if it was he got pissed. He went off on them people. He said if it was a nigga, you would show up.
Mm-hmm.
I told you it's a big old white man and you're going to question everything. This dude is out here trying to get up in people's houses.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure did.
And you know, and the thing is, the people that went in our neighbor's house did it in broad daylight, bust the door down, and they had a German Shepherd up in there, but the German Shepherd got scared and ran away. And they were so mad. They were like, what did the dog do? He was like, the dog ran. Oh, they tore that dog up. They were so mad at that dog.
I would get rid of that dog.
They were so mad at that dog. And I remember him, we could hear him beating the dog. You didn't do nothing.
Let's go.
And you know, we had a dog at that time. We had a border collie, and the one we had, he was kind of big. Mm-hmm. He was kind of on the big side for a border collie. Mm-hmm. We would put him on the front porch, and he would lay out there all day. Mm-hmm. Anybody that came near our house, he went ballistic. He went ballistic, and it was to the point the mailman was scared to come on the porch. My mom would have to walk outside and get the mail from him. But that dog did not let nobody near our porch. He didn't let nobody come on our porch that he didn't know.
That's what I'm talking about. My aunt's neighbors, they got their house robbed, and they had a rockwaller in there, and the people that broke in the house fed the rockwaller.
Yeah, that's all you got to do with most of them. But see, you can train them not to take food from strangers too. Mm-hmm. If it's not from you, they don't take food from nobody else.
No, it's better to get a female rockwaller because she'll eat your tail up. The males, they lazy.
Oh, True Royal, you are so against the males now. You're so against the males now.
Yeah.
There is a difference, though, between having a female and a male pet.
Well, I've always had male cats, and now I got a female cat, and she put her work in. The only thing that I don't like is the relationship she got with my husband, because she's taken over. She is taken over. They sleep together and all that stuff. She's a traitor.
But that's okay. You let her know you ain't gonna be upstaged by no cat with 10 titties. That's all. That's all you tell her.
Okay.
Man, I tell you, it's funny, y'all. But y'all put on the seatbelt because it's gonna get crazy up in here when Donald Trump becomes president.
Man, it's gonna be exciting.
And all the fighting leading up to his presidency, all the stuff that's gone down online.
We're gonna have a reality show 24/7, 365, because we know Trump is ignorant as hell.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and he's upset with all that President Musk stuff. That is really getting to him.
They're gonna be fighting like cats and dogs. Folks gonna be getting fired left and right. Oh, it's gonna be popping.
Mm-hmm.
Because when Biden got in office, it got boring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did see that senator.
Right. The only exciting thing is when he was on that Zoom call and got recorded. That was good. That was good.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I did see the senator that got arrested yesterday. Yes, I did see
Yeah,
it.
we saw that.
Mm-hmm.
And look at how hesitant they were to do anything to him, y'all.
It was that was so weak.
Mm-hmm.
They let him do all kind of stuff. Yeah, they threw him to the ground a little bit, but the
Yeah,
black,
only one guy really was the one grabbing them. The other ones act like they were scared.
yeah, and they was black. They wait for
Mhm.
Massa to give them the signal to touch him or not. I said, wow, that's sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we
Yeah.
about to see some more ignorance and all kind of stuff. You know,
You got that right.
Trump is like that ghetto ass neighbor you don't want to have. They always keep something going on. I had a neighbor like that across the street. My white neighbor next door to me, she was praying for them people to get up out of the neighborhood. She said, "I'm casting spells." They eventually
Right.
left. They was po white trash.
Mm-hmm.
People got to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
You say you're excited.
Yeah,
Willfully ignorant. Oh yes, he is willfully ignorant. You right about that? Well, my royal family, I gotta eat. I'm getting hungry. I'm in my kitchen. Did y'all hear me making some noise? This is reality for you when them hunger pains kick in. Oh, you from Arizona? Okay. So y'all know Lisa gonna have another stream. Y'all gotta get ever what your thing is, because it's gonna be good. I look forward to those videos.
Yeah, it'll be good. I got a whole string of them showing of them talking about how they got fired from their job. So you'll
suffering. Do they tell why they got fired?
They don't really get into it, but you can see some of them are real tearful and some, don't cry at all. But, they talk about, I was shocked this morning. I got fired from my job, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
That had happened to me so many times. I show up to work. Next thing I know, 2 checks. Get my 2 checks and stuff. And I just keep it moving. That's all I can do. Just keep it moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. But, I never thought I would see so many of them getting fired. I was like, see, y'all getting the black treatment up in here now.
The truth is coming out.
The black treatment up in here.
They can't carry each other anymore like that. It's costly. They used to cover and carry for each other. Now they cutthroat with each other.
Yeah. Sad part is they're the only ones that didn't see it coming.
I know when it's about to go down. I could feel it.
Oh yeah, I've been on jobs where I've seen them get fired. I've seen them get fired.
But I love when they mess up at work.
But see, that's why I laugh when they try to act like things don't happen to them. And I was like, no, I've seen those things happen to you, buddy, on jobs. I have.
But when they
they used to try to just be discreet when it was y'all, but they still fired your butts.
When they get fired, they done messed up real bad.
Oh yeah, they'll fire black people sometimes for things that ain't even your fault. I've seen that too.
The famous one is when a black person go on vacation. They come back, they don't got no job. I done seen that happen so many times.
Yeah.
Those are cowards. You're gonna fire somebody when they go on vacation.
Well, there's one on there. She got fired she was, I believe, on maternity leave, and they fired her butt shortly after that.
Who they called?
I was like, damn, this is when you really need your job. You got an infant. This is when you really need it.
Mm-hmm. I didn't see them get
What you
fired.
said? There is a big fire in Northern California and Monterey and Santa Cruz.
Yeah, that's the fire that going on at that plant.
Okay.
It's a battery plant.
Wow.
Lithium batteries.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. The same one I
Mhm.
was telling you about earlier this morning.
Yeah.
But it's pretty far from me.
But they said Google does that. They'll fire you. They won't even tell you you're fired. What happens is, because I was reading during the time we were on lockdown, some of them had got fired. And they said they went to try to log in to start their job and they couldn't log in. And that's how they found out they were fired.
Wow.
I said, that is rotten.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how they do it. They won't even really physically tell you. If you can't log in, that's how you know you lost your job.
You said I got fired once. A white woman stole something and blamed it on me. 3 months later, the company went out of business. I keep saying
Mhm.
It's
It
a
always
cost.
happens like that.
It's a cost messing with royalty.
I got fired cussing out a white person on my job.
Lisa, you didn't never tell me that one.
I did, and it's funny because a month later, the woman that fired me, she got fired. You know, I took pleasure in that.
Oh yeah, I know you did. You must have cussed that person
I
out.
did. I did. I got fired, and then the woman that fired me, she got fired like a month later.
You know how many times that didn't
And
happen to
you
my...
know what they told me, True Royal?
What?
They said this is how she got fired. She got out of her car in the parking lot and she was walking up to the building and they intercepted her right in the parking lot and fired her, and they wouldn't even let her come in the building.
Ooh, wow.
Mm-hmm. That's how they got her ass.
My husband had been fired on so many jobs. He probably would break the world record. Amari will cuss you out.
Mm-hmm. That's what happened to me. True, cuss one of them bastards out. Got fired, but it was no big deal, y'all. I had another job in 2 weeks. I had got hired for another job in 2 weeks.
He showed up on a job, and when the man seen him, he went and got his check because he said, "Nah, Amari beat up a man on the job."
Mm-hmm. Well, see, that's what I wanted to do with that woman I cussed out. I wanted to kick her ass on the job. She lucky she just got a tongue lashing from me.
Well, that's what I like in my occupation. We could fight on the job as long as you didn't use no tools.
I would have used a tool on this bitch. I would have used a good old hard tool on her.
I would have loved to have been the fly on the wall to see that one. But when we unleash, it's like a Uzi.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you know, the woman that fired me said, "You should have came to me. You should have came to me." I said, "I can't do you." I said, "Because you don't do shit about nothing."
They don't never do nothing,
right? And like I said, it was maybe a month later, somebody that I knew from that job had my number and they called and they said, "Guess who got fired today?" Got fired today. And I was like, "Who?" He said she wouldn't even let her ass walk in the building. As soon as she pulled up in the parking lot and got out the car, they met her outside and fired her outside.
Damn, you got fired for taking off for Thanksgiving? Good grief.
Yeah, that's jacked up. You know, my first year when I was teaching, I had to come in for the whole holiday, the Christmas holiday, because I was new. I was like the last person hired. So they needed somebody in the building. So what I would do, I would clock in. And well, I didn't really clock in. We just had a timesheet where we wrote in on and then turn it in. Well, anyway, I clocked in. And the woman that was my boss said to me, "You don't have to sit there all day." She said, "Just sit there for about an hour and leave." So that's what I did every day. And they paid me, they paid me 40 hours that week. Yep.
Wow, that's
But
nice.
she said nobody's going to check. Everybody's off. And she said nobody's going to come up and check whether you're there or not. So she said what you do is just clock in, stay
Mm-hmm.
for about an hour, and then just go home. And that's what I
Mm-hmm.
did every day.
Mm-hmm. I probably would come up in there with my pajamas.
So I stayed one day. I think I stayed 20 minutes and I left. I didn't have to answer the phones. The phones were being picked up by the automated system. So I didn't have to pick up a phone.
What did they want you to do when you was
Well,
there?
I know what they want is see during the time when it's off, they would always have somebody in the building just to make sure because they had computers stolen and stuff.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
they would just want someone there checking on stuff, here and there. So
Mm-hmm.
since I was up there for the week, she was like, just stay an hour and then just get up and leave. So that's what I did.
What is
So it
that?
really wasn't that bad. Oh no, I remember one black guy. They had hired on one of my jobs, they had hired a black man
Mm-hmm.
and they lied to him because they didn't want him there about
Mm-hmm.
lunch. Lunch was a half hour. They told him lunch was an hour, and they did that on purpose. So he was
Ooh,
coming back an hour later, and I think like the following week, 2 weeks later, they fired him.
that's wrong.
And I said that wasn't right. But they didn't care. They didn't want him there in the first place. Somebody decided they didn't want him there. But I thought that was rotten.
He said I was fired twice. I was told I needed to train a new team.
A team
I,
member,
I,
yeah.
I think not. Building up the team, then was told to train my replacement. No, it doesn't work that way. You right about that. As I spoke to my HR, I'm not doing that. Yeah, I can't tell you how many foremans I trained.
Yeah, yeah, but you know what? Don't you notice how we now that we're all in the truth, you notice how all of us share similar stories
Mm-hmm.
about all these problems on jobs. I said, you know we're chosen people. Look at what we're going through on
Yeah,
a
we
job,
already know. We can tell another person's story, and it doesn't matter the occupation. The enemy nature is the same. They
hmm
can be. It can be white collar or blue collar. That's how
Yeah.
they get down. You know, they just and they real hung up on titles.
hmm It's funny. We all share the same stories. We having problems with these people on jobs.
Mhm.
We're all having problems.
I acted such a fool. They just put me by myself to work because I just acted I was a problem. You walk up on me, what? And the foreman said, I said, what? I didn't want to be bothered. So they said, just leave her over there. Let her do what she want to do. And then I heard somebody say, how'd she get away with all of that? Leave me alone. And I guess they, like maybe they thought they was hurting my feelings, making me work by myself. I was happy working by myself.
hmm hmm I
Because
used to get them. I used to get them every now and then. True Royal. I know you did too on them jobs. There was this one girl. She was so annoying. She was just so freaking annoying. And one day she put up a display that we had display cases around the school, and people would just put different things in there, just for information for the students. She spelled one word wrong in that display case, and I went and ratted her butt out only because I didn't like her. And they made her because it's a school, so the people there, you're supposed to, make sure you got everything right when you post it. They made her take that whole display case down. She was pissed. And I walked past giggling. I said, you don't know I'm the one behind that shit, right? I
Oh
wanted
my
to tell
goodness.
her. I wanted to tell her so bad. I did that. I did this to you. I did, know. But I walked past her and I had a big old smile on my face. Ooh, I had a big smile on my face.
Oh
I
my
said,
goodness.
you little bitch, I can't
Yeah.
stand you.
We always find some way to do stuff
Mhm.
and stuff. Yeah, because in my trade it was all about stealing tools, stealing tools.
And that was cold-blooded. No, it wasn't. If you would have saw what she did around that school, you wouldn't be saying that.
She wanted them Susie cream cheese. That's what I
Yeah,
call them.
yeah. She was one of them people that would tattletale only on the black employees, but the white employees that did shit wrong, she didn't say nothing. That's why I did that mess to her. It may not have been right, but I had pleasure in getting her butt back.
But see, when none of them can pump fear in you on a job, then they want to label you like you crazy. That's what I noticed. When nothing works, and they just you know, everybody then tried to punk you up and stuff, then you crazy. No, we're not crazy. We just people just get tired of getting messed with. That's something that I've always said. I don't want to mess with nobody at work, because you know you're trying to pay your bills. You don't know what kind of personal struggles they dealing with in their personal life, and then you want to go fuck with somebody. They're gonna come back to the job and shoot up everybody. Leave people alone. That ain't cool. You know, I've seen people just come down, just hunker down, just to do their work, and they go out of their way to mess with them.
Yeah.
I never did like that. Never did. Because they
no. That girl that I'm telling you about, that I had her, I reported her display case and she had to take it all down. She got a sister fired over something stupid. I was just taking a jab back at her. That's all.
Yeah, I feel you. This is what my father taught me. He said the reason why white folks do what they do on the job when they messing with us and getting people fired, they feel like they are safe at work.
Yeah,
like
because
they're
usually outnumbered. Yeah, that's right.
They feel very protected and smug, and like they can't be touched. And I didn't see brothers just go off and just hit somebody in the jaw, and it be on. It be on.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've seen them go a step too far with somebody and pay the price for it real fast. I've seen it.
I don't know how somebody can live with themselves doing something like that.
Me either.
Yeah,
Me
that you
either. Yeah.
You were instrumental in getting someone fired. And then you think your life gonna go smooth.
Yeah.
With your tactics and your dirty deeds. And then when something happened to you, you screaming the loudest. I just don't get that. I don't like that type of injustice.
I know. But I mean, unfortunately, these folks are not concerned about being fair. They have no concern about being fair about anything.
But then
they have never been that way.
When they get an inkling, then they doing them videos that you're talking about.
Oh yeah, y'all gonna like the videos. I got them all lined up for you too. They gonna like them.
He said these people are lazy, entitled, and don't deserve a job, higher positions. Oh, it's like that dude. I listened. I went over to Roland Martin because I can handle it. And they were talking about that. They was talking about that dude. They was talking about that Peter. I forget his last name. The one with the confirmation hearings. Ooh, they drug.
Oh, you're talking about Peter Headsex.
Yeah, you said Headsex. They was talking about that man been married 3 times.
Yes.
And he was he is grimy. He is straight grimy. And
Donald Trump. Well, Donald Trump been married 3 times. Think about it. Donald Trump is just picking people just like himself.
He sure is. And this man, when I went over there and listened to Roland, they brought up more stuff I didn't even know about that he had did. I'm like, really? Oh, he a mess. He a hot mess. And then he want to talk about the way they tore him down, Lisa, was they asked, one of the politicians asked him a question about, his experience, and have you what's the amount of people that you have been in charge of? It ain't even been 100 people. This position this man is taking is enormous.
Yeah.
And he can't run nothing.
No.
He don't
And
know
he's
how to
not
run.
going to be able to run. He ain't going to be
don't-
able to run the Department of Defense. Come on. You can tell by the way he talks. This dude don't have the smarts to do it.
No, he don't. He gonna screw that department up.
Yes, he is.
They was
that's how it is. It's okay if they're not qualified for stuff. They can still get these big jobs. I've seen it forever.
Me too.
They don't have to be qualified, but us, they want to know everything in your background and why you feel you're qualified and all that stuff. They want to make damn sure we're qualified, though.
I mean, they scrutinize every little thing with us. And then they'll just push their own out there, and they'll figure it out as they go, or somebody holding them up on their end.
Or they'll tell them, oh, give them time, they'll get it. Oh, really? But they want you to know the job right away. They want you to know that job walking in the door. But when they're struggling, they're trying to get the job and learn it. Give them time. Give them time. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a joke.
Like they'll claim experience, and then when you watch the way they work, you know they don't have the experience that they're claiming. I've seen that too.
That's true.
Oh, so-and-so got all this experience. Oh no, they're qualified. They got all this experience. Then when you watch them work, you're like, there's no way this person got experience.
Like you said with Trump, when he first was in office, the first round, you said he would get up and wing it every day. But keep in mind, folks, Trump didn't work all day. Remember that. Remember what he was doing.
He only worked 3 hours a day as president. Y'all remember that? You think he's going to do a full day's work? He's going to go right back to doing that.
Yep. And then keep in mind, he gets a foreign and a domestic briefing every day. And Omarosa said he would get angry because he couldn't read that stuff. So they would take all that data and put it on one piece of paper. I said, what does that look like?
Wow.
Because you dealing with all kind of complex stuff coming at you, and you put it on one piece of paper. I said, wow. I said, Trump is dumb.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Yeah,
man.
He didn't got older.
Get more in the same. Oh, I guess Melania gonna have to come up with a new slogan for the first. We remember, be best. I was like,
Lord,
be best.
She with her Asian looking ass. She one of the worst first ladies that I have ever.
Well, they claim. Well, according to MAGA, she's the most beautiful first lady this country's ever had. I was like, really? No, she isn't.
Nah, not by a long shot. She just as mean as Trump and just as dumb. At the end of the day.
And then she'll be there with her colossal sized son, Barron. And then we'll watch him never open his mouth for the next 4 years.
Yeah, that's why I ain't never heard his voice.
His mouth for the next 4 years.
Something wrong with that boy, Lisa. Something real wrong with him.
I know. Wow.
I ain't never heard that boy talk.
Me neither.
What's really going on with that little boy? Boy, not no little boy. He taller than his daddy.
He sure is. Ain't he though? He is big. That boy is big. And I'm like, wow, he grew up. He taller than all of his siblings too.
But he useless. They out there trying to build him up like he this dapper dude. I said, They cover for that boy because something wrong with him.
They sure do. I
Mhm.
know. I noticed that too.
Mhm.
He seems to be, you know, you can see the autism there, and that's why I'm like, I
Mhm.
wonder if he's even smart. He don't even look like he's really that smart.
I remember one time Trump said he like when he's in a room, he likes all the walls to be white.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah,
said,
I
that's
did.
weird. That's creepy to me. Why you
Hmm.
want all the walls white? What's going on with you?
Yeah, I don't know. That is weird, but yeah, I
Mhm.
mean, because they were like, "Oh, he's the ladies' man." I was like, "He talks to girls?"
Yeah, we ain't seen him with one.
Mm-mm.
Ain't no girl gonna come run up on that freak.
And then Melania said when he was still on the campaign trail that Barron's been a great advisor. I said, advising him on what? Staring at a wall or something? I don't know what this boy is advising on because you never hear
Oh
him
Lord!
talk.
Yeah, let the boy speak. Let him speak on his own.
He's a grown
Goodness.
man now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's a grown man now. He's in,
Did you?
isn't he in college? I think he's in college.
Lisa, he ain't in no damn college. Come on
Yes,
now,
he
stop.
is. Yes,
Lisa,
he is.
stop playing with me.
Hmm.
He ain't in college, Lisa.
You know, Trump got him in college. He probably got a relative doing all the homework, just like it was done for him.
That little boy is not in college.
You know how they roll.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, he probably got somebody doing the homework for him.
Yeah, he keeping up the family tradition. Let somebody do your work for you. Cause there ain't no damn way. No damn way. I ain't never heard his voice, and I've been searching around. They've been hiding him. You don't
Yeah,
see you don't even see him with a group of his you don't even see him with a group of his
yeah,
own
he's
peers.
yeah, NYU. He goes to NYU.
Yeah, really.
Hmm.
We taking what courses is he taking?
I don't know what he's going for. I hope it's not psychology.
Or
I hope it ain't
would
psychiatry.
anybody guess what that boy's major would be?
I don't know.
Like I said, I had a superintendent on my job, and he had a degree in skiing. And I
Now I
said,
don't think Barron has gotten. I don't think can that boy even ski?
mm, that blew
I
my
don't
mind.
know. As big
I
as he is, it's a shame he don't play basketball. All that height is
Not
being.
Lisa, he don't. None of Trump's children are athletes. That
Yeah.
that that ain't going down either. Mm-mm,
Hmm.
either. They don't have. They have zero talent.
Wow.
And I've heard how people have talked about how dumb Trump's other two sons are.
Yeah.
Now
Well,
they claim.
they called whatchamashigger his daughter stupid. I know on the
Oh Lord.
Apprentice there was one episode where somebody pretty much did call her dumb, and Trump,
Mm-hmm.
of course, defended her. You know, that's his
Lisa,
daughter.
remember she had her clothing line out,
Yes.
and Trump he gonna step in like he gonna make some people buy that raggedy shit.
Yeah, that's why she took it to China because nobody in America would buy her clothesline.
No, when it went to China, it went on the black market. That's where it went.
Mhm.
You see it all piled up on the streets.
Mhm. But you'll understand if you watch some of the interviews that Ivanka did back in the day, she
Mm-hmm.
always came off all bitchy and everything. And
Mm-hmm.
so a lot of people did not like her. Like every
Mm-hmm.
time she would do an interview, she would come off with an attitude. And a couple
Mm-hmm.
of times she blew a fuse. She's definitely a daddy girl. A couple of
Mm-hmm.
times she blew a fuse and left the interview. She's a
Mm-hmm.
hothead. A lot of people don't realize that. She's a hothead.
She true to her nature.
And so when she did that a few times, a lot of people, when she put them clothes out, nobody would buy them clothes because they didn't like her.
Mhm.
But that's the way
Well,
she would come off.
it seemed like the longer as the years went on while her father was in office, she because she was clashing with her father so much.
Mhm.
her personality started changing.
Mm-hmm.
But when she first entered with her father, oh, she was pure nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Pure
Yeah,
nasty.
she was a
Mm-hmm.
hothead, and that's how she
Mm-hmm.
came off in those. The few times they would interview her, that's how it would come off. And it just turned a lot of the public off, and it was a shame because when she came out with that clothing line, if she didn't come off the way that she did, she probably could have done real well for herself.
No, Melania was not a Russian model.
No, she's not even Russian.
Mm-mm.
She's not
Mm-mm.
Russian at all. She's from
Yeah.
Slovenia.
Uh-huh. She was a hoe, put it that way. Right? I'm gonna just keep it real and raw. That's my nature.
And you know, Putin was showing her nude pictures on. They said on Russian state TV.
I've been showing her behind and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And if y'all look at pictures of her when she was younger and now, she looked totally different.
Yeah, she don't look anything like she used to. You can tell she had a lot of work done.
Mm-hmm. So I know y'all can tell we stay on the internet a lot. I'll be up to 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning digging and looking at shit and researching stuff.
Yeah, well, they claim she was a nude still. She did still shots in the nude. And I said, how do we know those are still shots? I mean, seriously, how do we know that's true? You just saying that.
That's the first.
I mean, we can look at any picture and say that's a still shot. You know what I mean? How do we know that's even true?
And let me tell y'all why Trump picked women like her, so y'all understand his mindset. Okay, she speaks with a lot of broken English, and people have a tendency to think when somebody speak with broken English, they are not that intelligent. And that's how Trump feel. That's the way he think. So that makes him feel big. Well, she's not that intelligent. We know that because she read somebody's other speech and wasn't even aware of it and didn't do any fact checking and all that kind of stuff. And she's still bringing up the birthers and stuff. And when they start interviewing her, it's a cutoff point with her because a sharp reporter will throw something at her and then she'll back down and docile down. She ain't that bright. I didn't watch her real close. Real close and stuff. So that's the true nature of Trump. Because I pay attention. The only woman was his second marriage. Now he married a woman from this country.
Yeah, Marla Maples.
And Marla Maples cheated on Trump.
And she cheated on Donald Trump. Donald Trump got a dose of his own medicine.
And he's still butt sore about it. He's still butt sore over that. And
he got a lot of nerve. Didn't he cheat on Ivana with her? Donald Trump act like he didn't cheat. But we know how that goes. He can cheat, but his woman can't. You know, we know how that goes.
And he even take it out on that daughter. He don't have nothing to do with that girl at all. But
wow.
Yeah. So anyhow, my royal family, I gotta cut it short, but we will be back.
We're gonna end, but we'll be back at 6.
We big get your popcorn. I would give my popcorn. Oh, it's gonna be juicy. Oh my goodness. I love those videos. That made me think, Lisa, that made me think when you used to do those sunburn videos, I would be screaming. Oh, I would have tears in my eyes. I couldn't wait for that stuff.
They used to come over to my video all upset. Why are you showing that? Why are you showing that? I can show anything I want. If I want to show your butt blistered all up, I'm going to show it.
No, you know what? You broke the internet, Lisa, when you showed that particular plant that if you rub up against.
You're talking about the hogweed.
Hogweed. Folks went crazy. I went crazy. I did my research on hogweed. The origins of hogweed come from the Caucasoid Mountains and stuff. And that stuff was deep. You broke the internet on that one. We ran with that one for a minute. I missed that stuff. I like to see a collage of greatest videos from your channel. Yeah, hogweed ain't no joke. And then the thing that blew my mind, my neighbor across the street had some hogweed. We was looking at it.
We had some in our yard too, but it did not bother anybody, and it was touched. Nobody got blisters from it.
You ain't never heard of hogweed? Man, we need to do a video about hogweed. That will blow your mind. You do wow. A person get in contact with that stuff, and then they can't even go out in the sun, and it's painful. It is painful. It is a bad experience. I thought poison ivy was bad. No, hogweed ain't no joke.
Yeah, no, it sure isn't. It sure isn't. And the thing is, they come in contact with it and still don't know what it is. That's why they keep getting burned every year.
They're so stupid. They don't know how to stay out of places they don't belong. You go hiking. Okay, you got a trail, because sometimes we go hiking. We follow the damn trail. And then you see the other ones, they go off the damn trail.
Yeah, and then when they get lost, they got to be rescued.
Yeah, and then they make their ass pay for it. By the time they start making them pay for that, that's stupid to do that. You go way off in some place you don't have no business, and then start crying, "Oh, help me. Oh, Lord, I need some help," and all of that. Stay on the damn trail. They doing that for a reason.
No, they never do that. I remember a couple of them, they had to be rescued, and they had to get helicopters all up in there. And I remember even a few of them on my job said, "Shit, leave their ass up there."
That's cold.
They get lost up in those mountains, trying to climb those mountains. And it was even a few of them on my job was like, "Leave their ass up there."
Wow.
Don't even rescue them. Just leave them up there. You dumb enough to go up there. Nobody should have to risk their life coming to rescue you.
Yeah, people. Yeah, it costs a pretty penny to rescue somebody. You know, they be paying almost for a lifetime for pulling that kind of mess. Because a white boy told me at work that his partner would go scuba diving, and he was out there scuba diving, and he seen a whale, and so he got on the back of the whale, and the whale was just doing his thing. And anyhow, he said when he got back to shore, he said the scuba diving outfit he had on smelled horrible, because the whale is filthy, it's pollution all out in the ocean and all kind of stuff. People don't know what be on a whale. It's really sad. You know, like 2 weeks later, the Coast Guard showed up at that white boy's house and arrested his ass for riding on the back of a whale. He was in jail, and he had to pay a fine. They was not playing with him. They said, "You in danger."
You know these people are crazy, right? Now y'all look this up. They pay to get busy with dolphins.
Oh, ain't that nasty?
They pay. Listen to me now. They pay to get in the water and get busy with dolphins.
That's so nasty, Lisa.
And they've been doing it for years. This did not just start. It's not a fad.
Yeah,
it's something that's been going on for many years.
So what, they got a dolphin brothel or something?
You pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, you know, like one time I seen a pig brothel, and I seen these white boys. I kid you not, I seen these white boys screwing pigs.
Yeah. Somebody unfortunately somebody sent me a video, and I clicked into it, and I wish I never did.
Yeah, it messed my mind up. It did. I said I can't have my psyche.
But they have animal brothels over there in Europe.
You know,
he got them in Europe. Had them in Europe for years.
Do you know about less than 10 years ago, Lisa, down south, they had family shut down the last few animal brothels down south.
Y'all, they were doing that even during chattel slavery.
I felt
It's not new. They were doing it even back then.
That is sick. And then they come home to their woman and lay down with them.
Yeah, they did it in Europe, and then they brought those nasty habits over here, and we're doing it over here.
And that's where the origins of a venereal disease started.
Yep, gonorrhea, syphilis. Yep, yep, all of that.
When I looked up the origins of that stuff, it went right back to having sex with animals. They don't have respect for nothing. They leave no stone unturned.
No,
my nature ain't that curious.
And y'all, you think that's the dolphin thing is crazy? I even seen them put their kids in the water for the dolphins.
What?
Yes, I've seen some sick ass videos. I'm not gonna lie.
You got what my grandmother
they
would
even
call,
put their children in the water so they can get it on with the dolphins.
You got what my grandmother would call a strong constitution.
Not I can't really. It depends on, I'm not like that every day. Okay. It's like one of those rare occasions where I look and it's like, I wish I didn't look.
Okay. I can't handle it.
I wish I didn't look.
There's been videos where I see the title.
You should never sleep with dogs. I used to have, when I had my dog Ziggy, he didn't sleep with me. Loretta doesn't sleep with me either. And you know why I did not allow it? Because in the Bible, it tells you not to lie with your animals. You're not supposed to do that. So I never, and even when I was into Christianity, I didn't do it. We had all kinds of dogs, but I never let them sleep in the bed with me. The Bible says you do not lie with animals. We are the chosen people. Chosen people are not supposed to lie with animals. Y'all, did y'all know that?
I didn't know that because my cat is in the bed right now.
That means you're higher and better than everyone else, and that means you don't sleep with animals.
So I'm gonna have to lock the cat out the room. Royal, you ain't gonna be able to sleep in the bed no more. She's gonna be we just bought her a bed too.
But but you can have her in her, because Loretta got a pet bed, and she'll get a pet bed, right by the bed. She can do that, and she does that because the pet bed I got is heated, so she loves being on it anyway.
Okay, well, that's what I would do, because we just got her one.
And if it's heated, they'll want to be on that heated bed. But that's the reason why, when I found out, I did not know that right away, y'all. I did have to learn that along the way. But we as Hebrews, we are not supposed to lie down with animals.
Oh, okay.
That's the one thing we're not supposed to do.
Oh, she's sleeping so sweet right now. Look at her. Trader.
Now, it's okay for you to be sitting up and the pet's on the couch with you or something like that. That's fine. You're not lying down with it, But yeah, that's the reason why. I never allowed it. And Loretta, she does not come in our bed at all. But
she know better.
And sleep, but she can't come in the bed.
Cats sleep in the weirdest ass places too.
Yeah, I know. And my dog couldn't either. He would just look up at me like, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm fine. And I would look at him and he'd just put his head right back down and go to sleep.
Go to sleep. Well, I learned something today. Got to make some adjustments.
Yeah, I mean, Charpay, we have, our pets got habits, they do. They got habits. They do certain things, but that's just one defining thing I remember in our Bible, that we're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Lie down with beasts. And some of y'all that date outside of your race, you might want to think about you're lying down with a beast.
Oh Lord, I remember I heard a brother, I don't know whose channel I was on. It was years ago. Oh, I know who it was. I ain't gonna say his name. He said he was in the bed with this white woman and he seen something crawling in her head. I don't know if he was on that channel, Lisa. And this guy was talking about he was seeing something crawling in his
I heard that from a black guy.
Yeah, it was a black guy ago.
And he said that he turned over and could see the head lice crawling
moving.
in his.
Yeah,
I think she was his wife at the time.
yeah, something was going down, and I'm like, oh
Ew.
boy.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. If I woke up and I turn over and see bugs crawling in your head, for number one, you getting your ass out of my bed, okay? You getting the hell up. I don't care if I gotta wake you up out of a dead sleep, you getting your ass up.
Oh my goodness. Oh
Mm-mm.
boy.
I cannot turn over. See, that's why I couldn't be with them. If I
Mhm.
turn over and open my eyes and see that pasty face on a pillow next to me, I'm gonna have a meltdown, y'all. I ain't gonna be the same.
Oh my Lord. I feel you on that.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, make me wonder about some of our folks,
Mm-mm.
you know.
Well, that's what you know. What that was shocking to me about them Hebrew brothers on the streets. You know, a lot of them are married to white women. A lot of them are.
I know they are.
I mean, I would be listening, and every now and then, some of them would talk about it,
Mhm.
and I was like, "Well, how many of y'all are married to white girls?" And it turns out it's quite a few of them.
Yeah, you'd be utterly shocked.
And I was like, okay, you out on them streets screaming and hollering all day long, and you wow, talking about Esau this and Esau that, and
Mhm.
come to find out he's screaming about Esau and got a white woman
Mhm.
and biracial children too.
Mhm. Confused.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What?
No, yeah,
'Cause
you're right, Najah. They do try to justify it. I've heard
mhm.
them do that too on them
Yeah, that's
videos.
like when you was breaking down the chart and you were saying that chart wasn't right when they talk about the different tribes, and you had explained that because that's the excuse to mess around with different women of different races.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm. Wow. But yeah,
Yeah.
that was shocking when I saw so many of them were, I'm like,
Well,
wow.
they easy to pick out, Lisa. If they out there all day, every day, they with a white girl because somebody not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I pick up on. You out there every day, faithfully, almost around the clock. Your behind ain't working.
And it
So
makes me wonder if they live in white neighborhoods because you know how it is when you marry one of them, they want you to come and live where they live.
mhm.
They don't want to come in the hood where we are. They don't
Mhm.
want to do that.
Yeah. But the thing that confuses me about that, Lisa, is they out there preaching all that mess. Or do they know what they man is doing? I mean, what is she on?
I don't know. I don't know.
That's just really
Yeah, but you
weird.
know what? They might know because some of them idiots will be looking at Esau talking about you an Israelite. You can
Mhm.
dance. You an Israelite.
What?
I was like, you can dance. You're an Israelite. Yeah, some of them. Y'all, come on. Y'all seen them videos.
Uh, uh, uh. I haven't seen some of those videos in a long time.
No,
I
that's
stopped.
because you just evolved from the camps. That's all.
Yeah, yeah.
Many of us have. We don't watch them. I can't remember the last time I watched a video on those brothers in the camps out on the streets.
Mm-hmm.
It's been years since I saw the last one.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
just don't watch those videos anymore.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't make like a decision. I just stepped away from it, you know. And
Uh-huh.
when you're seeking, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to knock them completely because in the beginning, when I found out I was in the truth and who we are, I did find it. I find it out from the camps. I
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
did, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So I mean, it was good in waking me up and finding out who I was. So
Correct.
it did help in that way. But I think over time, I think what turned me off about a lot of them were their disdain for the Hebrew women. When
Yes.
I start seeing that over and over, that's where it started turning me off.
Yeah, yeah. It was quite brutal. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of
Yeah.
the
I
some of the
mean,
things
that's
I
the only thing I oh, I heard one. Yeah, the Most High ain't dealing with you black women. So what? What? So the kingdom is going to be filled with black men and no women?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I was like, y'all need to stop making stuff up
Yeah,
and putting.
I heard one of them say, "Yeah, when we get to the kingdom, I'm gonna whoop your ass." I'm like, "Wow."
No, ain't gonna be all of that going on in the kingdom either.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like, why, what? You ain't gonna be whooping no ass in the kingdom. Goodness, you gonna wait till you get to, you can't wait till you get to the kingdom to whoop ass.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or we go, you black women are out of order. I said, actually, being in this Gentile world, we're all out of order.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, we have not been able to get up and live our lives like we should be living them.
We're not
No.
even in our true environment or
Yeah,
anything.
we're not using our language. We're not eating
Mm-mm.
our food.
We're not doing a lot of
worshiping
things not
together
right.
like we're supposed to. We're not doing none of that stuff. So no, we're not. We're all out of order.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, you're right. All out of order at the end of the day, and trying to piece it together as we go, and we're not going to be 100% accurate on anything
Mm-hmm.
because things been stolen, destroyed, create confusion, all kind of stuff been thrown out there to keep the chosen ones from
Yeah,
knowing
and then
truth.
I even heard one of them say when they get in the kingdom and get wives, they all want 100 wives, and they're saying the only thing my wife better be doing is staying in that kitchen. I said, okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I said, so what is she going to do? Just stay in the kitchen, and that's it? And then I heard some of them say, the Most High's favorite color are blue and white. So that's the only two colors their
Yeah, I
wives will
heard
be
that.
allowed to wear. And I said, that
Wow.
doesn't make any sense. All these beautiful colors the Most High got on this earth, and you only allowed to wear two things.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what, when I get in the kingdom, I'm running from them kind of guys. I don't want to be married.
They're not going to be
I'm
like,
gonna be running from those kind of guys. As soon as they open their mouth, you can't wear nothing but two colors. I'm gonna try to put on some good running shoes and run. I'm supposed to be able to run as fast as a gazelle. I'm gonna run like a I'm gonna run like a damn gazelle from those guys. You best believe it.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think we'll
Judah
encounter.
ran as fast as a gazelle. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put them shoes on and run as fast as a gazelle, getting away from them guys.
Yeah, yeah. Once we cross over, we're gonna be amazed how much stuff we got really wrong. That's what I
But one
often
thing
say.
I do want when we get in the kingdom, I hope we come across our disciples that are in the Bible because they're supposed to come back. And
Mm-hmm.
I want to get teachings from them. I
Mm-hmm.
really, that's one day I'm looking forward to. If
Mm-hmm.
you come out there and say, Jeremiah is over there teaching, I'm going over there. I'm going over there. I can't wait to get teachings from the disciples.
Yeah, it's gonna be
I
amazing.
want that. I really, truly want that.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Yeah.
put me out there. I know what to do. You'll be like, yeah, Isaiah is teaching over there at such and such synagogue. I'm going over there. I'm going over there.
Oh,
I want them teachings.
got another breaking one, Lisa.
What's
Tractor
that?
trailer slammed into New Jersey Target.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, oh, that is awful.
Not a tractor trailer this time. Damn.
It's woo. They say New Jersey Target.
Yeah. Yeah, shoot. The Mother Green Earth, that's what I'm going to be. As soon as you tell me our disciples are teaching somewhere, I'm going to be there.
Well, you'll see that in your state, Lisa.
Mhm.
That's a pretty nasty accident.
And those are going to be probably going to be a lot of those.
So the tractor trailer slams into New Jersey Target, the Target
Yeah.
store. Damn.
If you notice, I mean, that's what happened in New Orleans. There's a lot of people out here now weaponizing their vehicles.
They slammed into the Target store.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Well, King David was a musician. Can you imagine him being out playing the harp and we're just all sitting around listening? I mean,
Yeah.
that's why I said, boy, I can't wait for us to get in the kingdom.
I want to eat
There's so
cherries.
many things I'm looking forward to.
I want to eat cherries in the kingdom.
See, I'm looking forward to our feast days. What are feast days really like? What did
Uh-huh.
our people really do during the feast days? I want it all. Just give me the works. Seriously,
Uh-huh.
give me the works. I want it all.
Be amazing.
Hmm. All right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and conclude. I will see you all at 6 o'clock
All
sharp,
right.
and we'll get into I lost my job so you can hear these talk.
Get your popcorn, my royal family. Get your
Yep.
popcorn.
Do it
All
all.
right.
All right,
Okay.
y'all. Shalom, family. Oh,
Okay.
let me say my thank yous. I'm sorry, I didn't do that.
Go ahead.
JK, thank you for the super chat. Peace to all the family. Thanks, Lisa. I finally got my beard growth oil today. All right. Yay.
Wonderful.
Woo. All right.
Uh-huh. Wonderful.
RJ,
All right.
we will triumph. We always do. All praises to the Most High Yah. Amen. And RY, Lisa, you need to start selling hogweed spray as it was called at True Royal. It's always good to hear your voice. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
RY.
I'm
Thank
gonna be
you.
com- I'm gonna keep coming. I'm just dealing with a lot of things behind the scenes.
Well, see, I gotta have True Royal on because it irritates these folks behind the scenes at YouTube, and that's all I live for. I live for irritating them bastards.
Hmm. Yeah, I can
So,
irritate. Mhm.
so y'all see you at 6 o'clock. Shalom, family.
All right. Ashe to the royal family.